Greetings to the gods and the goddess and all my divine goddess, Grand Inca, Dr. Ben, everybody, I wish everybody loyal, divine, indigenous souls. And greetings to the corporate subject and the brainwashed people as well. We must have a touch that. Now, let me go direct and straight to the point as usual. Now, to the corporate agents that running into election. I myself know that you're unaware, you're not informed, and you don't know what you're doing. You're just following. Because apart from being colonized, you are not awakened. You are not in the fifth dimension like us, even though Earth is in the third dimension and evolving to the fourth and the fifth dimension. And pretty soon there won't be no room for you guys who can't evolve with it. Right? We got to look at the ignorance of jumping yourself into election. What voting really means. When you're going into an election, what voting means? It means you are incompetent. So you choose the slave master to manage your affairs. You're saying that I cannot manage my affairs, so I need someone to manage it for me. That's what you do when you go into an election. It means that you're telling the company SVG or the company Grenada. And that's all it is, right? It's a company. To prove what I'm saying is accurate, you can go in the United Nations members with the list and they will plainly state to you the Maritime Law Company SVG. That's what they call them. You want to prove it again too? You could go on Brad Dunn Street and you could see the register number for SVG as a company. And you want to ask where they refer to as a CEO in the private archive records, they'll refer to it as a prime minister. So the CEO is the prime minister. So the CEO right now would be Ralph Gonsalves until the election finished today. And then they count the votes and see who win. If he remain the acting prime minister, which means he win back, or the other party win, it just have another snake. Because it doesn't matter who you're put in power. It's a script that is written for these people to follow. And if they go beyond the script, they'll be punished. They cannot do what you want them to do. So people thinking that going to election and vote for a different party member might have make something change. They can't change nothing. They might act as if they want to assist you in some little way that would not affect the company, big players, which we will call the cabal, which is the crown and the pope, and all of them who has shares in all these companies that is occupying these indigenous land that refers to themselves as government and is not a real legitimate government because they are de facto. And you gotta also look up the word de facto and de jure so you can have a clear understanding of where I'm coming from so your knowledge can grow. Because to stay stagnated means you're not thinking about evolving and you're not thinking about growing. So to stay in a low level of thinking and not listen to what I'm saying when I speak into these videos and research these words in particular means you're staying dormant. And a dormant person could never evolve. They would always stay in the third dimension and be used like puppets. So this is why now, when the election pass and whoever win can smile because they're the ones who getting to play around with all the millions or billions of fiat currency, which is not lawful money. HJR 192. It's not lawful money. It's just promissory note that is in circulation that the people accepted for value. That's all it is. You can also write a promissory note and use it because it's your right if you understand how things work. But that's for next conversation. What I want to state to you that voting and people who vote is basically telling the slave master that you're comfortable being a slave. Okay? You're comfortable riding on his vessel. You're comfortable being a debt slave. Okay? And paying the debt, the imaginary debt that they create, because it's not real debt, because it's not real money. It's ink and paper, so there's no real debt. I want people to understand that this so-called 6 billion debt that they claim SVG owe is only a scam. It's not real because you can't owe debt with ink and paper. Fiat currency is not real money. HJR 192. All right, let's go again and explain a little deeper in depth for you to get a bit of clarity. Now, when you look at the CEO, which is Ralph Gonsalves, he has a script for him. He has to follow the script. And if he go beyond the script, he not only can get beaten with many stripes, and as many stripes can be different methods that could use to punish him. He can get locked up. He could go to a military jail. He could get removed from office instantly. He'll be red flagged. And a whole lot of things can happen to him. Right? So he has to follow what rules and condition is given to him when he goes into the seat of a CEO running a company, such as a company that disguises itself as a de facto government. And he has to play by the rules. If he don't play by the rules, he'll get beaten with many stripes, like I say. Now, citizens believe and has been fooled to think that a politician has the interest at heart. One politician only interest is to run the company, control the debt slaves, and make sure the assets stay valuable. And all trades and commerce keep fluctuating up and down. That is all his job is to do. That is why police is sent out there. Police are monetizing agents to monetize you. Your signature is value. That's why you have to sign, because the signature is value. Every time you sign, bonds are taken out on you. These fictitious banks that is called court uses that same monetizing system to monetize you and create bonds. Bid bonds, performance bonds, payment bonds, you name it. All these are bonds that is created when you enter to these banks that they call a court, where they have these acting trustees calling themselves judges, magistrate, prosecutor, court clerk. It's a bank. Where do the acting magistrate or judge sit in the back of? A bench. What did the bench describe in Latin? It's a bank. Bank. Now, I just want to give some clarity so you people who running around an election get to know that just by voting, your name is put down in a particular book and you're classified as a debt citizen, which is a debt slave that has no rights and will get no rights until he or she claim to be a living man or a living woman and take control of the estate. I just want you to know that, right? Because for enough of you who don't understand what's going on, you're gone into the books as a dead slave that doesn't know his own rights or her own rights and is classified as an infant to the state, and the state has to manage your affairs. Just for you to know, because you went into election and vote, and that's what you do. When you vote, you sign yourself in a book as a debt slave who is incompetent and needs someone to manage their affairs. I just wanted to come and let you guys know, because ignorance is no excuse, and you guys have to learn to think before you just act. All you guys just do is just go in a crowd and follow, give you a little bit of money, fiat currency as bribery, and you jump and you're doing all kind of things, and you don't understand that you're putting yourself deeper and deeper in a hole. It's enslavement. You need to wake up. The earth is evolving, but you still staying low. That means the earth will kick you off of it. It will find a way to get rid of you because you're not evolving with it. Okay? You're staying stagnated. When the earth grows, you have to grow with it. If you don't grow with the earth, evolve and remove all these chains and shackles, these imaginary chains and imaginary borders that the system put in place to keep you in check. It means you will have to be removed because you serve no purpose in evolving with the earth. The earth is evolving. Everything is evolving, people. And you still staying in third dimension, claiming you go in an election, telling slave master you're incompetent and you still need someone to manage your affairs. Well, I go end the video, then I go next time. Because really and truly, I didn't want to make it this long. Still go at least 10 minutes. And you guys can share love, light, and balance.